Hey everyone, welcome back to the Love Letters to Broadway podcast, the podcast that gives you Broadway tips, tricks, advice, and where we talk about our adventures as two besties. And we had a lot of adventures this week. We went to finally see Heathers the musical off Broadway at New World Stages, which was about time because
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it we had to rebook that one. So that we were so happy with when we went and our seats and everything, but we're gonna get to that. And then we also went to New York Comic Con this week. So my name's Michelle,
My name is Skylar.
and we got an exciting episode for you. We're gonna, of course, do our usual hyperfixations. We're gonna do a little bit of a Comic Con recap because we did see some Broadway related things there, which we were really excited about. And then we are gonna do a full show review of Heather's the musical, which was a long time coming. We've loved the show for years, and we finally got to see it in person. So we're
Yeah,
very
it's definitely
excited.
interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely
definitely.
more think about it. There's some things I might not have liked.
I know, me too. There was a few things, and I don't know if it's like the show itself or if it was like the way things were directed or done, but we're gonna get into all of
Yeah.
that. So listen ahead for the review. But first, let's go into our hyperfixations. And Miss Skyla, you are up first.
Well, I think although I just said there were some things I didn't like, I did have like a Heather's obsessed week. Um at three, I've been into Never Shut Up Again. It was a song that I never really listened to. And after seeing it live, I really love that number, which I didn't expect to.
Really? That was
So
always like my favorite new song from the West End version.
yeah, I don't know. I never really listened to it. I kind of always skipped it, and now I'm not.
Mm. Hmm.
So I've been really like addicted to that, and it's like I don't know, very catchy. And then at two, I have again, I've been like addicted to the Jonas Brothers' new album. When You Know, I've been listening to a lot. Um, Again, it's just a good song. I really like their new album. It's very chill. It's a good like background music when you need something like if you're reading or if you're just like you need something like chill out to. I really, really like that album. And I just like the Jonas Brothers. They're all over my TikTok with all their special guests. Um, and then at one, this could be no shock to anybody. After seeing Heather's, I'm back on the Jamie Moscato obsession.
Of
Meant to be
course.
yours. Yeah. I, it's so bad how much I like that song. Like when you think about the basis of that song and like how psychotic JD is, but I love that song. I think it's the perfect love song, and that's my hot take.
Well, we both know that you like your toxic men, so.
Yeah, I like seeing them.
hmm No, you don't
Like,
want to be with a toxic man, but you like
no.
seeing your toxic man.
Yeah, and JD is definitely toxic of all things toxic. But then
You
at the
were,
end, he has a humanity.
he does, but you were, I could tell you were breaking into a little sweat while watching JD the other
Not
day.
the sweat, not the sweat. Um, yeah, it was, yeah, yeah. Although, I mean, we'll talk about it, so never mind. So yeah, I've been obsessed with that. Books wise, I'm on the last Harry Potter. I'm very depressed. I'm very stressed. I don't know how to feel. I'm nervous. I'm like 400 pages in. I'm just stressed out. And like,
Where
I
did,
don't want it to end.
what was the last thing you read?
Ron just left. He freaked
Mm.
out and was like, I don't understand the point. You don't have a plan. And he left. And Hermione's crying. But
Yeah, like
like,
I don't want to say this meanly, but Ron becomes a little bitch in the last book.
no, yeah, he's pissing me off. Like, I
hmm
understand you left your family, like, that's hard, not knowing. But, like, the food thing made me so annoyed because his mom gave him three good meals, even though they were poor, and yet he's, like, freaking out in the
Yeah,
fort. And
that's
it's
why
like,
the
annoying.
last book is reasons why like people don't really love Ron. Like
Yeah.
he's a little bit of a jealous baby.
Yeah. And, like, they're all trying their hardest. I mean, when you think about it, they're only, what, like, 17, 16, 17
Mm-hmm.
years old? Like, come on,
They're babies.
relax. Yeah. So I'm a little like I want to finish it, but I don't at the same time. Like you know what I mean? I
Mm.
like don't want to finish it because then like I'm done.
Yeah, but when you're finished, there's exciting ahead because then you get to watch the movies and
Yeah.
really understand the movies. And
Yeah.
then we try to plan a trip to Universal. It's an excuse to go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I do have a lot on my TBR, so
Mhm.
I've been putting that on hold and a lot of like library loans I've been trying to like extend. Um,
Well, actually, the next thing you do when you finish the books is you go on Audible and you listen to the books because they're about to release. It was actually advertised at Comic-Con, but they're
yeah.
about to release a version of the books being read by the entire cast.
Oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
That's cool.
So you can hear it like
Um,
in their voices. So,
yeah, I do like the I highly recommend graphic novels, graphic audios. I mean, I listen to Akatar graphic audios, and it's like a full cast, and it really helps with understanding the story if you're listening to it because it has different voices, but also has background noise. So I really highly recommend graphic audios.
did you
Graphic,
hear? Did you hear that Chris Briney released a version of
yes.
Summer I Turned Pretty, and you actually hear him like moaning and making sex noises?
Yeah, I listened to that. That's the one I listened to.
Oh, you listened
Him
to
and
it.
Lola. Yeah, I think that's what
Mm.
helped me really listen to it. Um, because I was like addicted for a hot minute because I was like, oh, this is great. Um, so yeah, I haven't been watching any shows. It's been a busy week. I've just been kind of reading with my free time. Um, but yeah, that's it.
Nice week. It's been a busy week for us.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like I haven't had a second to just like calm. I
mhm.
need to do that tonight. Like a second of just like meditation or something. Like,
I feel you. I get it. Okay, so for my week, it's been a little bit of a throwback week for my music, but not throwback in popular music, throwback Broadway.
oh wow.
But I also, I'll be honest, I haven't listened to too much because we've been in and out of the city and busy, busy, busy bees all week. But um, in third place this week, I've been re-listening to Boop the Musical, which, listen, I don't understand
Oh.
why there are people out there who trash it. It really bothers me. We
Hmm.
loved it so much. So in third place is Portrait of Betty, which is the song that what's her name sings, the kid in the show. I don't remember her
Patricia?
name. What's
Patricia?
her name, Patricia?
Yeah, right?
I don't know. I don't remember
Trisha,
her name
Trisha,
all of
just
it.
Trisha.
Trisha, just Trisha. But yeah, I always loved that song. It was always my favorite. And I've been listening to it again, and I was like, you know what? This is so good. That show should not have closed.
Yes.
Um, in second place this week, I've been re-listening to the Finding Neverland soundtrack,
Stop. I
which I
love that
did
show.
you see it on Broadway? I wish I did.
Yes. I saw
Oh,
it
I'm
twice.
jealous. I never saw it. I always wanted to. I never got
It
to
was,
see
I
it.
liked it.
Did you see
I
Matthew
liked it.
Morrison?
I did. I
Ah, so
did.
jealous. So on my list is Stronger, which I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, is
So good.
the Act One closer.
So good.
Um, I did watch a bootleg of it online, cough cough, but
I can still picture that number too, which is cool.
it was a great number. Great number. I
That's
remember they did it at the Tonys. It's a great number. Um, and then in first place this week is a Shrek throwback. I've been listening to Build a Wall, which
wow.
is,
Those are good songs.
thank you. It's always one of my favorite songs from Shrek. Like Who'd I Be and Build a Wall are my favorite too. I just
Mhm.
love his big climax at the end of the song. Like, and then it goes from the bridge to the last verse. I just love it. So yeah, that's my music this week. A lot of Broadway, which we haven't had on this list for a while. And
Yeah.
then in terms of television shows, I've continuing to watch Great British Baking Show. They just released their Pastry Week episode, so if you haven't watched it, you better go catch up. And it's really good so far. I love that show. It's just like my comfort show.
I gotta try it.
Um, I also just started the new season of Love is Blind, and I already hate it, and I hate everyone.
I don't know how you watch it. Do you
Ugh,
not cringe?
I skipped a few seasons because I got so sick of it, and then I was like, I'll try this new season. I was like, ugh, I really hate them all. I don't think I can continue.
I feel like I have such bad like secondhand embarrassment. I can't do it.
It's really hard. It's really hard not to get secondhand embarrassment from that show. Like you say it's secondhand embarrassment, it just reminded me of that panel yesterday.
That was bad. We both had it, which usually one of us has it and the other doesn't. We were both like we couldn't.
There was like this girl, and she was walking around the whole room struggling to find a seat for like 10 minutes. I
It was
felt,
so bad.
and then even the cast was looking at her like, oh, cringe.
Oh, right? If that ever happened to us, I think I would cry.
Literally. And then, I've been watching Dancing with the Stars, which I realized should have been on my list the last few weeks, but I always forgot to mention it. But all I will say is, I understand he's a youngin, but he's of legal age. So, Robert Irwin,
He's only 22, you said?
apparently. I think
He
22.
does not look 22. He looks
He
older.
looks older, but oof,
Crikey.
oof. And this week was Disney week, so I was all for it. They actually had the Beauty and the Beast tour Lumiere come, and he performed to be our guest, which was really cool to see.
Oh, that's really
Um, and they had Mickey and Minnie on it, Donald, Daisy, Goofy and Max. They had Pluto. The whole crew was there. And it was such a fun week to watch. And thank God Robert was safe because he's getting my votes. He's getting all
hmm
my votes.
He'll probably win, right?
I don't know. Honestly, there's a lot of really good people on there this season. There's two women from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. There's Topanga from Boy Meets World is on this
Oh,
season.
really?
Alex Earl from TikTok, and she's really good.
hmm
Scott Hoying from Pentatonics
Oh,
is
really?
on this season. Yeah, one of the girls from Fifth Harmony is on this season, but she already like got kicked out.
Oh,
One of the I think Jordan Childs from the Olympics. Like there's
wow.
actually really good celebrities this year, and everyone is really talented.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's actually like I would if you can watch it, I would recommend trying to catch up on it a little bit because it's actually like, in my opinion, it's like the first like real fun like season to watch in a while.
That's cool.
And the way they do it now is differently. It's not on live TV. You have to watch it live through Disney Plus, and you can only vote for while the show is live for like 2 hours.
Oh, I have that. So that's
Yeah,
good.
you can watch it Tuesday nights.
Hmm.
You can watch it with me. Um,
Maybe
but yeah, that's my week.
iconic.
hmm So before we get into Broadway news, we wanted to do a little bit of a Comic-Con recap. And I think I mentioned it before, but this was my second year going, and this was Skylar's very first year. She lost her Comic-Con
I was just gonna
virginity.
say the same thing. Yeah, I did.
Um, you
It
did,
was
you did,
epic.
you broke it, you broke it.
It was epic.
hmm And thankfully, you did not bleed during.
Oh, no comment. No comment.
No
I did get a
comment.
nosebleed last night though, so I don't know.
Oh,
I felt
that's a
like,
little weird.
well, after doing the Stranger Thing panel, I was like, am I like taking on Vecna? Like, I was scared. I was like, why is my nose?
Mm, mm. That's a little
Yeah,
weird.
is that
Mm,
weird?
that's a little weird.
I didn't like the timing of it. Did not like the timing of it.
Especially after Louis during the panel, he told that story of how like since doing
Yes.
the show, he's getting horrific night terrors and stuff, which we'll talk about during our Comic-Con recap. And we
Yeah.
actually have clips of stuff like that on TikTok. But um, so it was a fun day. It was an early day, but somehow we got done with like everything we wanted to do. We did cosplay. So we
We
went
did
as Harry Potter characters. I was Mr. Draco Malfoy and Skylar went as Harry Potter.
the Harry. We looked
hmm
good.
We did. We actually, I was so like, I've never cosplayed there before. And
Mhm.
the amount of people that either like shouted us out as we were walking by or actually came up to us to like take pictures with us was so
Yeah.
surprising. I didn't even tell you that when I was on my way out yesterday, someone else stopped me again to take a photo.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, so yeah, it was like I will say if you ever go to New York Comic Con, you don't have to go full out cosplay, but I definitely recommend it because it
Yeah.
makes the event like even more fun and it like adds a level of camaraderie.
hmm Yeah,
Like
because you kind of like unite with the people who love what you love.
exactly. You get to meet some others and like I don't know, it felt really like cool getting like shouted out. So
Mm.
highly recommend that. But we got to really see everything. We walked the entire exhibitor floor. Like,
Crazy.
Crazy. I will say, if you go to Comic-Con, you better keep a good list of your money, like, and what you're willing to spend. You need a budget.
And also, like, they don't accept cash in most places.
hmm The
So
only the smaller booths do,
only
like
the
the
small.
people who like have created their own items, like they'll take cash.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the bigger booths we were going to, we were a little disappointed because we both brought cash and they were like, "No, sorry, credit card only."
Which we were trying to keep ourselves like budget somehow.
hmm
But then once you start like cards only, it's like, all right, here, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Take my money.
Like
What
here you
was,
go.
what were your like, okay, what were your top three booths that we went to yesterday?
Number one, 100% is Girls Crew. A shout out, Girls Crew.
Oh
I
my
could have
God.
spent thousands of dollars, but I controlled myself. But now I'm like going on their website. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna be buying.
We both bought like three things from there yesterday each, and we
They're
loved
so
it.
pretty. I'm
They have the
obsessed.
most gorgeous jewelry collabs with Disney, Harry Potter, Marvel. Um, Obsessed with it. So tell the people what you got from there.
Yeah, so I got three Harry Potter rings. So I got a Hufflepuff ring, a Slytherin ring, and then the Golden Snitch ring. Um, it was so it's so cool. I like the stackables. So you stack like the house ones, but you can't really even tell that they're really like you can tell they're Harry Potter if you're a Harry Potter fan, but like at the same time, like other people aren't like, oh, Harry Potter, which I kind of like for that
Mm-hmm.
because like they could be like they're an everyday ring.
It
So I
is.
stacked the Hufflepuff with the Slytherin and then the other one on my other finger, and they are the most gorgeous things. And like I'm not a big ring person, but I will be wearing them every day.
I was thinking about it more. I think you gotta buy the other two houses.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
For like the other hand.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Well, for the other hand, or you do all four. Imagine that.
That'd be cool. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's like my favorite thing. All day today I wore it to work and I just kept looking at my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm obsessed.
Because they're so
Um,
pretty. I think so what I got at that booth was, and I agree, that was my favorite booth that we went to yesterday.
right?
Um, I got this gorgeous Beauty and the Beast necklace, and it has a charm
Amazing.
of like all five of the main characters on there, and it is so pretty. It's like
It's
the way it
gorgeous.
glistens. Thank you. And I also got a matching Beauty and the Beast earring set. Which also like they're so sparkly, they're so pretty. And I've already had like a Beauty and the Beast ring that I actually got at Comic-Con last year from there. So now I have like a full set. And
Oh, that's
then I
you just need a
got
yellow dress.
what?
You just need like a yellow dress, and then you could like cosplay Beauty. Bella.
Well, we did discuss maybe for a certain other con that's going to be coming up at some point.
I forgot about that conversation. You're so right. Yeah, we did. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers, ain't no.
I'm so sorry. I totally forgot.
It's okay. But we did have a conversation about maybe at some point we will. But it's because we were so excited for Stranger Things and seeing men. And
Yeah.
um I bought, okay, so anyone that knows me knows that I happen to be a really huge Marvel fan, like top tier Marvel. Like I even went to Carnegie Hall last week when they did that big Avengers like concert and everything. Like I love Marvel. And my favorite character is Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes, because one, Sebastian Stan is all hot as hell. And then two, that character is so underrated. Like no one appreciates the character, like no one talks about him enough. And I just like he's like an anti-hero and I just love him. And they had a Winter Soldier ring. And it was so beautiful and I bought it and it's my favorite thing. I'm so excited to
Right?
wear it.
I'm like so excited.
So
Obsessed.
excited.
Like I could have
I
bought like 10 more things easily.
I feel like we're just gonna get stuff from Girls Crew for the Christmas presents this year and that's it. Holiday presents.
Oh, 100%. That's such a good
I'll
idea.
buy you the Christmas earrings and you could buy me or I could buy you the Stitch earrings you wanted that you didn't get yet. And then you could buy me, I could pick something out. And we'll just
Yeah.
do an exchange of that. Make it easy on ourselves. We'll be
Yeah.
happy.
It was so cool. And like the girl working the booth was so nice and helpful because I didn't know
Mhm.
my ring size and she was like helping me figure it out. And then she
Yeah.
told me how she stacked her rings because I
hmm
was originally just gonna get Hufflepuff, but then I saw her stacked rings and I was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
It's like,
By the way, she remembered us because so I bought the ear. I first I only bought the necklace and the ring because I was like I gotta wait my money. This was like the first like hour we were there,
it was
and
the first
then
booth.
it was the first booth, the very first booth we went to, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I want to buy it. So I went back at the end of the day, and Skylar wasn't even with me at this point, and I was like, I'm just gonna get the earrings. I really wanted them, and I worked with her again, and she was like, you were here earlier with your friend, right? And she was like, "You guys were talking about these." And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. She was like, "That's how it is sometimes. You just gotta think it over a bit and then come back." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it." But yeah, she
Liked her
remembered
a lot.
us. Loved
Oh,
her.
she was so
Mm-hmm.
nice. So that was my favorite. I think
Mm-hmm.
number one. Number two, I like the Crunchyroll booth. I got a lot of cool like Comic-Con exclusive merch, um, which I'm excited about. So that was my number two. I like the Crunchyroll. I mean, I actually didn't have to wait that long. I waited like 20 minutes. Not really. Not that long. Yeah, that was my second. And then no, yeah, second. And then third, I liked the booth that we got the claw clips from. Those were very unique.
Oh, I have to. I think we have their card. If we have it, we should post it on our TikTok. They were so nice there, and we were shocked to find a Broadway booth at Comic-Con. And like
Oh, cool.
they sold custom Broadway merchandise. So they had like stuff from like every Broadway show, necklaces, claw clips, anything Disney too,
Yeah.
a lot of television show things. And they did say that they've been at Broadway Con in the past, but they haven't gone in a few years. But we were telling them like they should go because they would do well there. Like we both got matching stay gold claw clips, which I think we have to
Yeah.
wear now next time we go to see Outsiders.
100%. And then I got all the book ones. They had like
Mhm.
Hunger Games, ACOTAR, Throne of Glass. So I was excited about that because you can't
Yeah.
get those stuff at the store. And that's what we always look for is
Hmm.
stuff that like is unique to where we're at. Like Broadway Con, we get like charm bracelets and stuff like that. Stuff you can't just go out to Target and buy.
Exactly. That's what we want. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Those two booths are definitely on my list too.
Yeah.
I think what was my other favorite booth yesterday? I'm trying to think through. We went to so many. It
We
was
really
actually like
did.
a little like
Rapid fire.
I'm like trying to go through like all the aisles in my head like
Well,
dun,
I was
dun,
like,
dun.
what did I buy? And then I bought books. I like
I
the
bought a
like
lot of books, yeah.
cool.
What else did I buy yesterday? I definitely bought more than just that.
Loungefly maybe.
Oh yes, the Loungefly booth. I'm obsessed with Loungeflies, but Loungefly. I have to correct myself. Girls Crew was your first booth, but Loungefly was mine because I did it right before we met up.
Yeah.
So I will say if you want exclusive things at Comic-Con, it's important to kind of go early because like you want to be one of the first people at the booths in order to get that stuff before it sells out.
Yeah.
So the very first thing I did was run to Loungefly, and I didn't buy one of the backpacks 'cause I already have two, but I
Mhm.
did buy some of their pins because I do collect pins, and I actually bought quite a few pins yesterday. So I guess that's also like all on my list. Um. But yeah, so I bought two pin sets from them. One of them is like of these like mini Loungefly backpacks, but it's Cinderella characters. And then also like Mickey and Friends. And we did go back to that booth later on in the day because Skylar was thinking about getting a backpack, and I already saw that the pins I purchased were sold out, and it was like maybe 2 hours later. So
I
that's another
highly
tip.
regret not getting that backpack. Just FYI, I can't stop thinking about it. I highly regret not
Are you
getting the first bucket.
serious?
Oh yeah, I want it so badly.
I was getting nervous that you were gonna spend just, I was getting nervous that you wanted to buy it just because you were getting hyped in the moment of the spending.
No, I
That's why
really want it.
I was like, Skylar, take a minute to cool down. Because it was all within like the same like 10 minutes you also bought all those books.
Yeah, no, I
You got me
regret it. I'm
nervous.
still thinking about it today.
I mean, we may be able to find it on Loungefly's website. I could take a look right now.
Yeah, I regret it, but it's okay. Um, it was so much fun. It was exhausting. We did go Thursday, so we both had to work the next day. And I will say, I regret not taking off. My patience was very thin today, very thin. And that's just
Hmm.
because of lack of like, well, not even like sleep, but like my body was hurting like an old woman. So
Hmm.
Patience was then, I think next year I would go maybe a Friday or one of the weekends just because it was very hard going to work today.
Either that or I think next year if we go again, if we do the Thursday, 'cause I do like the Thursday because it's like that and Sunday are the least packed days. Like Friday and Saturday are insane. Like when we were already getting annoyed with crowds yesterday,
Yeah,
but I think we would have to take off.
the next day.
I think we would have to. Um, I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and he's been going to Comic-Con for like 12 years now. And he
Yeah.
was saying that like he goes usually twice. He goes on Thursdays and he goes on Sundays because Thursdays are really good because you're getting all the exclusive stuff before it sells out because it will sell out for the weekend. But Sundays are the day where you really can haggle. Like he said last year he wanted this big figurine I think from like Dragon Ball Z or something.
Uh-huh.
And it's usually runs for about 120 to $150 and he was able to haggle them down to about 60 because
Mm.
people don't want to take the stuff home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's like and Sunday also you have 2 hours less. It's a shorter day, but like in some ways you can get more. So I don't know, it's something to think about. I will say also yesterday we did not do any of the autographs.
Yeah.
There's no way to do it all in one day. If we were gonna do that, we would have to go multiple days.
Yeah. Which I was
Um,
okay with. I was fine. I didn't have
yeah,
FOMO. I didn't have anything. I was
me neither.
satisfied.
I felt so satisfied, and even with going to a panel, we were able to see everything. Like we finished the whole floor. Like
Yeah.
and so the panel we went to, coming back to Broadway stuff, was
Mhm.
Stranger Things, The First Shadow on Broadway had a panel. The whole like the four main cast members came. Louis who plays Henry, Burke who plays Hopper, Gabrielle who plays Patty, and then Alex who plays Dr. Brenner. And they pretty much did like a Q&A, what they had a host there, and she was asking questions that they collected online about the show and how they created these characters. How did they like how did they create the like some of the um effects in the show,
Mhm.
how it has affected them, personally, and like, how is the show affecting them mentally. And like that's when like for example like Louis was saying, which we spoke about before, that since playing Henry, like, that is a dark character. Like
Yeah.
he said that he always was like a person who kind of got nightmares, but now he's been having like major night terrors, sleep talking, and like he woke up one night like pointing to things in his room, which was an interesting like story. Like he
Yeah.
like it really has affected him in a bit, but he also like always reminds himself like it is just a job. You are still
Yeah.
Louis at the end of the day. Um,
I will say I have a lot of respect for the actors after
mhm.
seeing that show, after seeing that panel, because you can really, really tell that they put so much work into the development of their characters and their backstories of the characters. And they weren't just like trying to be carbon copies of the TV show. They really did their research and they really figured out what was Hopper like before he experienced all these terrible things in his life. How do you think he behaved? How do you think he walked? How do you think he talked? Um, so I got like a whole new level of respect for that cast. And like I will forever be recommending this show to everybody because not only is it amazing, but they deserve it. They
I
deserve
agree.
every success that they get.
I highly agree. Like I think one of the first things I said to you when we walked out. And it's because that was like the first thing you said to me actually was like that. And I said to you that it reminded me like of when, and we spoke about it on here when we went to the Hades Town Tony Awards event and the cast came
Yeah.
and like they did not know any info of the shows. They were saying, song titles wrong and more. Um, and we both found it disappointing. And it's just such a parallel, like it's such like a like how are there people who go into theater like that who like just don't
Yeah.
who just really want the paycheck, and then you have people like this who really love what they do and
It's
they
so
made
cool.
such a deep commitment to it. And you know what? I think you see it in the performances.
Yeah.
Like when we went to Hades Town, like obviously we love the show, like you especially love the show. But if you think about it, we did not necessarily rate it a 10 out of 10, but we gave Stranger Things a 10 out of 10, no questions asked. And I think that is part of the the rating, like, I think that goes into our ratings a little bit is how much can we tell the cast loves the show?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It was very I'm so happy that we went to that panel because that was a big highlight for me. I think it was just cool hearing them because we're nerds. We love, as you could tell, we yap about things we love like a lot. Um and it's just cool when you could see people who we kind of put on a pedestal and think, oh, they're not nerds, but seeing them like nerd out over something, I just love that because it makes me feel connected to them and
Mhm.
like that we could be friends because we're both, we're all on that basic level. We're all humans and we're
Hmm.
all the same nerds loving
Yeah.
something.
And you know what I loved is that they admitted that they were nerds on the panel yesterday. Actually, it was Gabrielle. She spoke about that, how she's a huge
Yeah.
acting nerd and she loves Stranger Things and loves these comics. And like Burke yesterday, he went wearing an Eddie Munson shirt and he was like proudly showing up. He was like, "This is my favorite character."
Yeah.
And like you could tell that guy has broken down the show in such deep detail.
Yeah.
And
I
the way they
love
spoke
talking
was
about it.
so intellectual and brilliant. Like I just wanted to be best friends with all of them.
It was just so cool. And I'm just like, it makes me love the art of theater
I
when I
agree.
hear people talk like that. It
I
was so
agree.
cool. So cool.
And make sure you go on our TikTok because we're actually about to post it. I think right now as we record, but
Yeah.
we are about to post clips from the Stranger Things panel. I do have some full answers on there that I edited together. So definitely go and check out that out. 'Cause we are literally like it is 8 o'clock. We are about to post that right now, and I have it ready to click post.
So yeah, that was our Comic Con. It was iconic.
Hmm.
Um, so
I
I guess
recommend
moving.
going.
Oh yeah, I would go, I'm going again next year.
I'll go with you. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That was the first thing. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go again. That was so much
Hmm.
fun.
I
I was
think
a
that's
little
our new thing.
sleepy at one point. I had to eat, so I was grateful. Once I
Oh,
ate, I was okay.
all I will say is if you go with a group of friends, make sure they eat and drink because Miss Skylar over here was like, "Oh, I packed this sandwich. I'll be okay." And I was like, "No, we're gonna get you like an actual
Actual
meal."
food.
You
Yeah.
realize I kept saying to you online, I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to get? Are you sure you don't want to get?" Until you finally got.
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm gonna get this girl to eat," and you needed to eat. You ate that so fast.
Yeah, I go silent when I get a
Mhm.
little like my blood sugar goes down. I like can't concentrate and like
I know when
so
you need to eat. I could
yeah,
tell.
yeah, it's
Can
pretty
you tell
bad.
when I
It's
need to
pretty good.
eat?
I don't think so. Not I don't think
Really?
you're as severe as me.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I've been told I have hanger issues.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no, I
I've
can't
tried to
tell
get
it.
them in check.
I think I'm weirdly severe when it comes to food.
Hmm.
Because I think also like there's only so many things I can eat too. So it's
Yeah.
like,
But
yeah.
we found in the Javits Center the most delicious
It was good,
um
yeah.
Greek takeout food like right in the food court. So we loved it.
Yeah, it was cool.
So it's time for us to get into Broadway news, but I'm gonna let Miss Skylar share this first piece of news because I think she was gonna pass out when she heard.
Um, Trisha Paytas is gonna be in Beetlejuice.
The
Are you kidding me?
Queen. The
Queen. So
Queen.
she's gonna star as Maxine Dean. Just from November 4th through November 23rd. So I'll be there.
We're gonna have
I'll
to
be,
actually buy tickets because I don't like what if we don't win a lottery? Like I don't know what they're doing yet.
yeah, we should look at like partials. We should do
Yeah.
that ASAP. Queen. I'm so happy for her. She loves Beetlejuice.
Hmm.
Like she
I
deserves
don't
it.
I don't want to miss her big moment. We gotta go. We gotta support our queen.
We gotta support our queen. I couldn't believe it because there was rumors and we were texting
Hmm.
about it a little bit. And I was like,
Hmm.
nah. And then yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
iconic. I'm so
Very
excited.
exciting. So they also just did release some new photos from the rehearsal of Chess. Obviously it's starring Aaron Tveit, Leah Michelle, Nicholas Christopher, Hannah Cruz, and more, and we are all excited for it. Previews open in 5 days. They open October 15th at the
Crazy.
Imperial Theater, and November 16th is opening night. And just so you know, we already got our tickets. You won't know
Oh,
when
hell
you're gonna
yeah.
find us, but we already got tickets.
Of course.
Hmm.
And it just got me more excited.
$69. $69.
It, it even seeing those photos got me even more excited to see Jess.
Hmm.
So excited.
I'm happy we bought tickets and we didn't wait.
Yeah, because we would be stressed out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. And another show that's opening soon, it has Tom Hanks in it, Kelly O'Hara. There's pictures that released of their rehearsal for the play The World of Tomorrow. And this is going to play off Broadway at the Griffin Theater beginning October 30th, and it will run through December 21st. And opening night is going to be November 18th. So if you want to see Tom Hanks live, which is kind of cool,
I would
go
go to
see
see
that,
Tom Hanks. Oof.
right? That's kind of
Love Tom Hanks. He's always
bucket
been such a
list.
great actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they also just released this week the first look at Kate Rockwell and Heather's Off-Broadway. As it was announced, she's going to be filling in for Carrie Butler. Well, Carrie Butler is in Bat Boy at New York City Center. So she's going to be in the show October 10th, November 10th. You know, we were talking about how we would be open to going to see Heather's again. I
Yeah.
think we go when Kate's in. I would like to see her take
Me too.
on Mrs. Fleming because I don't, and we'll talk about this during the review. We were kind of iffy with Carrie's part in the show.
Yeah.
Um, and like especially because that role also doubles as a student. And we both kind of, I
Right.
mean, no offense to Carrie because she looks beautiful for her age, but we just felt like against some of the other actors, she looked a little too old to play
Hmm.
high school student, but I don't think Kate will.
No.
So I think we consider that.
And you know what? She might bring off that vibe of like a young teacher trying to be cool with the young kids because they're like
Mm,
close in age, you know what I mean?
yeah, I think we may enjoy it more.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I'd be open. Try lottery during that.
Mhm.
Um, Okay, and we just talked about Beetlejuice, but it's officially open. So if you want to go see it, it's at the Palace Theater. It's going to be a 13-week limited engagement, and it's going to go through January 3rd. So if you want to see Beetlejuice, they do have a lottery online through Telecharge, no, Broadway Direct. And then they have in-person rush too. So two ways to get some cheap tickets. I wish you luck.
May the odds ever be in your favor, or forever be in your favor,
Literally.
whatever it is.
Literally.
Whatever it is. There's been so much Broadway news this week. Wow. So it was also announced this week, in addition to the Beetlejuice Russian lottery, that they are going to be doing lottery and rushes for Romy and Michelle. So they're going to be doing a digital rush through Telecharge every day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's for $46. And they're also doing the same with the lottery through Telecharge, which as you know, we've spoken about before, you have to enter at midnight the night before a performance. And winners are drawn at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern the same day. So make sure you keep an eye out on that one.
Yeah, definitely a lot of lotteries. So I'm excited. Maybe we'll actually win. Um,
Yeah.
it was also announced that the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Candy Burris, will be starring in & Juliet. She's going to be taking over as Angelique, right? Um, after after December 7th, and she'll be in the show through March 8th, 2026. I don't know what's going on with & Juliet.
They're doing a lot of stunt casting, which I
Yeah,
don't, the
not
show I
loving it.
don't think needs. Like,
No, I'm getting a little weary because we do love the show. Will I go see it? I don't think so.
I don't know if I want to run and see it with Candy. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
She is not my favorite Real Housewife.
no, definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely not. And then they also released the first three songs from the musical Two Strangers Carry Cake Across New York before it hits Broadway. So the show is going to be playing at the Longacre Theater beginning November 1st, and their official opening night is on November 20th. Um, so yeah, if you want to see some of the first songs from the show, if you go to playbill.com, you can see them on there. I have not listened to them yet. I kind of don't want to be spoiled.
I listened to one. I'm
Hmm.
interested. I'm interested.
Yeah, I would like to see it for sure. Like it's
Yeah.
on my list of things to go see. I think it's a lottery show for me though.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it
Hmm.
goes.
Yeah.
Um, it was also announced, which a lot of people kind of speculated, but Jeremy Jordan is going to be coming back as Gatsby. I was hoping for Mr. Derek Kalena, not gonna lie.
Oh my
Not
God,
gonna
he would have
lie.
killed it. Mr. Kalena,
Miss
Derek
Mr. Kalena.
Kalena.
Not gonna lie, when I saw the hands in the promo on the Gatsby TikTok, I
Hmm.
was like, oh my God, it's Derek Kalena. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to see Gatsby again. It's Derek Kalena. And then when
Actually,
like Jeremy Jordan.
Derek would be a great Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be a great Gatsby. Yeah, but he'd be a really great Tom.
So yeah, Jeremy Jordan's coming back. So
Good for him.
yeah. Eh,
Eh,
eh.
we like Jeremy,
Yeah, he's amazing.
but we both felt like he was a little too old for Gatsby at moments.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Mhm.
And then just something to quickly touch upon that we just feel like we should mention.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of speculation online right now because there's a big chance that Broadway will be going on strike due to some actors' equity negotiations going on.
Yeah.
Apparently, what's happening is that performers are not happy with the health benefits they're being offered right now. So they're trying to negotiate that, but also like it came out that, for example, like Beetlejuice and Mamma Mia, which are like direct kind of like tours that are technically making a stop in New York City, even though they're playing a real Broadway run.
Yeah.
Um, they are still paying the cast as if they are tour performers, which is like a significant reduction of what other actors are making in their Broadway shows. And then it's not fair. You're still performing on Broadway, but they're being sneaky, the producers, and they're trying to find ways to go around what they need to do.
Gross.
So there's a big chance that Broadway may be going on strike. What this means for us, I don't know.
I was just
We
about to
have
say that.
we have tickets purchased to things. I don't know how it's going to affect us,
Oof,
but we will keep you guys updated. I hope it doesn't reach that point, but it could.
it could. That would be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Could you
That would be
imagine?
crazy.
And there
No,
are petitions and things online for people to sign. So everyone stay tuned for that one because that would be a wild ride.
that would be. And we'll keep you guys all updated once we find out things and all that.
Yeah, so we will see.
Crazy.
But yeah, that is all the Broadway news for this week. We had a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot going on this week. A lot,
Mhm.
a lot. A lot of,
Sorry, this is gonna be a big episode, long episode, guys.
yeah, right? It's okay.
What were you gonna say? A lot of what?
A lot of like sneak peeks of shows opening, which I think is so exciting.
Yeah, a lot of sneak peeks and a lot of casting.
Oh, Angelica Ball too is coming to Broadway at the Broadhurst. I forgot that.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things coming. I'm
There's so much.
excited.
It's very exciting.
Hmm. But then again, it goes back to the strike. With all these new shows coming, what happens if Broadway does go on strike?
I don't know. What does it mean for love letters?
Oh, well, we
Um,
always find things to yap about,
yeah, we're
but
big yappers, but
we'll have the strike to yap about. So
crazy.
crazy. So getting into our show review of Heathers, the big thing this week, we went and we saw Heathers on Sunday.
Yeah.
And this was our second time attempting to go see the show. We had to reschedule it due to the New York floods, and we got first row center seats.
How much do we pay?
I think about 60 or 70.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Not bad at all. Um, And it was a fun experience. We did have some understudies in that day. Like, for example, Casey was not in as JD. We saw Devin Lewis, but he was still fabulous. Um,
Yeah.
but for those of you who don't know Heathers, although I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, you do, um, it is the story of, it's based on the movie that took place in the 1980s. It is the story of Veronica Sawyer, who goes from being this nerdy, nothing girl that no one really knows to being one of the unpopular girls in school. And She ends up becoming friends with the Heathers, which are like the almighty top tier,
Queen bees.
popular, exactly, queen bees of school. It's Heather McNamara, Heather Duke, and Heather Chandler. And each of them have very iconic colors, the yellow, green, and the blue and the red. Um, what happens is that Veronica ends up becoming in with the cool girls, but she meets this guy JD who's a transfer student. He just joins the school and he has these like bad boy, mean, like I'm in a dark
Yeah.
circle emo vibes.
Oh yeah. And like
Majorly.
you get it. You get it. You get why she falls for him.
Oh yeah, like there's something really intriguing about him. But their relationship takes a little bit of a dark turn when she also finds out that he's a little bit of a psychopath.
It's a little
And
serial killer.
yeah, he's a little serial killer. And she's not afraid to kind of, kill a few people.
Yeah, not afraid.
Um and they end up going on a little bit of a killing spree, not intentionally. Veronica's not Veronica's choices. JD kind of keeps tricking her into it. And they end up killing Heather Chandler and also Kurt and Ram, who are like two of the big football players at the school and are also two of like the biggest bullies. I'm not going to reveal why they go to kill him.
Yeah.
That is a good part of the show, but so that happens. Um, and then it reaches the point where Veronica's like, "Yeah, I don't think I can do this anymore." And they're just really toxic back and forth. And JD's like, "Okay, well then I'm gonna bomb the entire school down,
Yeah, because why not?
'cause why not?" And that's kind of it.
It's kind of crazy. It's a wild ride.
Oh yeah. Anything I'm missing?
No, that's kind of the basic without giving too much away. It's really funny and dark, which I think we both really like. You're definitely gonna find like little things that like, oh, I probably shouldn't be laughing at this, but this is so funny.
Yeah, it is
Um,
a comedy. Like,
yeah.
I mean, there's serious moments, of course, but it's mostly a comedy.
Yeah.
The music's incredible. The music is fun. It's poppy. There are
Just
iconic songs in the show like Candy Store and
oh yeah.
um, I
Dead girl
Say
walking.
No, Dead Girl Walking, beautiful. Like some of the top theater kid songs of today.
Yeah, I think like just know that like don't take young kids to see the show. Not a good idea.
Mm-mm.
Um, but you also be very unwell during Dead Girl Walking and Meant to Be Yours. And that's from me.
And if you're like Skylar and you find toxic men a little attractive, you're really gonna enjoy the show.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
also, if you have a 7-Eleven hyperfixation, you're also gonna enjoy the
yeah.
show.
I feel like Slurpees.
If you like Slurpees. Um,
What the
not
fuck?
big gulps, not big gulps.
No.
Never big gulp
Slurpees.
Slurpees. Um, so where should we start with this one? Well, like actually, hold on. Let me say our usual spiel. We're gonna obviously
Hmm.
go through all our 8 categories and rank them on a score of 1 to 10. What we do is we add them up, we divide by 8, and then we get our average ranking, our average rating for the show. The categories are costumes, set designs, directing, choreography, book, ambiance, crowd control, casting choices, and acting pacing. And the honorary category is always the potties, which we don't love New World Stage's
No, we
potties
don't.
at
We
all.
don't.
We don't. We've spoken about it on here before, but they are tiny.
And they're just like, nah.
They're a little gross.
Yeah.
They don't take the best care of it. So yeah, where should we start with this one? I think we start with costumes because I mean,
Yeah.
I will say the costumes in this show are iconic. The show is known for the Heather's costumes, which are the iconic green, yellow, and red like suit jackets with the plaid skirts, and then Veronica joins them with the blue. And JD the whole time is in like this really dark like trench coat.
Hmm.
Um, like the costumes definitely stay very true to the story and true to the movies.
True to the characters. True. Even
Hmm.
like the beginning of Veronica before she has her glow up. Like it's
Hmm.
that very like artsy vibe, which Veronica was before
Hmm.
she got under the spells of the Heathers.
Hmm.
Um, I really liked it. I had no issues with them. Um,
Yeah. The
the
costumes, I
only
like that they
one,
were bold and they were pretty.
yeah, I think the only one that I think I know what you're gonna say is what's her face? Oh my God, Martha.
Oh, you reminded me. I wanted to talk about that. I did not like Martha's costume. Um, I will say, as you know, a girl who is not a size two myself, yes, the character is meant like the whole point of her character in the show is like they make fun of her for being plus size, which is horrible.
Yeah.
But I felt like this costume designer just wanted to exemplify that and like gave her an outfit that was like too small of a size for her in a way. And the
Yeah.
shirt kept like riding up and she had this fanny pack and it was just accentuating all the wrong things. And to be honest, like, and I'm saying this as like a girl who is not a size two myself. Like, obviously we know what we can and we cannot wear. And you, to be honest, you don't need us to wear things that are super, super tight in order to see that we are not, you know, the smallest in the pack. Like, I just didn't think they needed to do that to her. Like, she's still in the show, and I mean, maybe the actress feels differently, but I feel like there are ways that she still could have looked a little bit more flattering, but stayed true to the character as like that nerd. And like, I
Mhm.
didn't like they gave her these like pom poms in her hair, would try to like with these like little like the hair ties meant to look like you're like a preschooler. Like, I
Yeah.
understand the character, like she sings kindergarten boyfriend because she still has a crush on this guy that she met in kindergarten. But that doesn't mean that she has the mind of a preschooler still.
Hmm.
And I felt like that's what they were trying to do. And in a way, I felt like the costume did the opposite of what that role is supposed to be. And I think at first it like almost made fun of plus size people instead of like celebrating how like she actually is like of all the characters in the show, she has like the sweetest soul and like would never hurt anyone.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about it, honestly.
Hmm.
When I saw the show, her costume to me was like I was okay. It was just kind of there.
Hmm.
Um, but I will say she could have the pants, I hated the pants, which
Hated
is
it.
like I feel like yeah, it was a little bit much. They should have just went with the original Martha
Yeah. But
outfit.
like I said, there are ways that she still could have looked flattering. Everyone
Yeah.
in the audience would still know that she's a plus size girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have to purposely make her look bigger than she is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that kind of like, what they do at Tracy's. Like I've heard when they've done like Tracy Turnblad's, like sometimes they put girls in fat suits.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't need to first put a plus size girl in a fat suit. Everyone could tell that, she's a little bigger, but she's still beautiful and they should still exemplify that. And it really that's like you're right. I think you've reminded me of that because that was like the one thing that really bothered me
Yeah.
with the costumes. I think that alone, I give costumes an 8. I gotta be honest.
I'd probably give it a 9.
Hmm.
Because I again like I didn't really think about it. The only thing was her I don't know. Like but did it bother me days later? Not really.
Hmm. Interesting. But it
Yeah.
also shows you how people view shows differently.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Hmm. Um, in terms of set design, it was pretty much one set on stage the whole time. It was the high school, and they had a few pieces that they would walk on and off to show that like they're in Veronica's bedroom or Heather's bedroom, or that like they're now in 7-Eleven. I thought the sets were really nice. Like I thought they were really pretty. I liked how they utilized the top of the stage a bit for some of the scene work.
Hmm.
And that they tried to make it look like there was different levels. I also thought that they did a really good job for a set that never changed. They did a good job of making sure you knew where you were the whole time by what pieces were coming on and off stage.
Yeah, I really liked it. And I liked the like funeral scene too.
Mm-hmm.
Because even
Yeah.
like that, you were transported right into a funeral, even though it was the same like set pieces, really. The one thing I didn't like, and I don't know if this goes into like set, but I didn't like the like sometimes there's like moments of pauses when they were moving set pieces.
Mm. Yeah, it
And
goes it goes hand in hand with it.
yeah, that was the one thing because then it kind of took me out of it for like that brief second. I was like, oh, wait.
Like it
Like,
was almost
oh,
taking too long to bring on and off these pieces.
yeah, that was the only thing. But other than that, like, it was really cool. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the 7-Eleven was cool. Even
Yeah.
like when they were standing up on like the balcony, I guess, and all of them up there, almost like illuminating up there.
Hmm.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job, like, and even like the way they showed like JD in the boiler room, like you really thought he was
Yeah.
underneath the stage, which like obviously he wasn't, but you thought it.
Yeah, no,
Um,
definitely. But the
I
only thing
think
was that was the like
the
the
movements on and off.
brief pause. So
So
I
what would
give
you
it a
rate it?
9.
A 9? I think I'm gonna go
Probably a
10
9.
because
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go 10 because I didn't notice that. You know, again, it's interesting how we view things differently.
Yeah. Isn't that
Um,
cool?
it's interesting. That's why we do this. That's why there's two of us.
Yeah, right.
Different opinions. Uh, okay. What were your thoughts on ambiance and crowd control?
Um, Ambiance I loved. I loved when we walked in and they were playing 80s music
Me too.
and you were literally transported to that time and place. And the one thing I will say, we didn't get a huge time like we usually do with the ambiance because we were a little bit running behind that day.
Mm.
But I did like we were transported right into the 80s. Crowd control, I didn't have any issues.
I
So
didn't
I
have
guess
any
it was
issues
okay. I
either.
don't remember anybody doing anything.
I mean, we also were front row, so I don't know what was going
Yeah,
on behind
you're
us,
right.
but our experience was great. Like, it was a great audience. They were cracking up, they were involved in the show. I will say, I don't remember any ushers running up and down,
No,
like reminding people not to take pictures and stuff.
no flashlights. I didn't see any flashlights. But you're right though. We were front row and I was so like focused too. So I don't know
Hmm.
what it would have been like anywhere else.
So, score,
I would give it a 10.
I agree. It's a 10 out of 10. I kind of want to jump to acting pacing, only because I think also the set design thing you mentioned also goes along with the pacing a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you felt like the show in some ways was kind of like moving a little too slow, like it was holding up the show.
Yeah.
And I agree with that too. The acting, and this kind of also goes hand in hand with casting choices.
Yeah.
Oh, Skylar and I did not like the casting choices for the adults of the show,
Yeah.
like at all.
Wait, before we go into that, can I just say something really, really fast
Of course.
before I forget? When we were talking about like the pacing, I
Hmm.
didn't like during kindergarten boyfriend, it took her like a minute to like stand up and then start singing.
Oh, I remember that. That I thought that was such a bad directing choice
Okay,
too.
that was crazy, right?
We actually looked at each other during that. We were
I thought
like,
something
did she
happened.
forgot a line or did like the
Yeah.
show have a technical error? It was a good minute where she was
Yeah,
just like
right?
standing there for the music to continue.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Yeah.
That was strange. I didn't like that.
That was a bad directing choice and a bad pacing choice.
Right? Weird.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. You are 100% right.
That was just
And
strange. Like,
I do agree with you. The pacing did feel a little bit slow in the show. Like I felt like you had a scene and then like it took like another 30 seconds to get to the next scene.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, jumping back to the adults. So Skylar and I did not love the casting choices of the parents.
Hmm.
Um, in particular, Kurt's dad was putting on this really weird voice the whole show, where he was talking like this
Oh no,
the
he was
whole
as
show.
Veronica's dad. He did that only.
No, he did it as both.
Really?
He kept the voice the whole show.
Oh, that was annoying.
Which is also confusing that he was playing both dads and like in the
Yeah.
same voice. But he was putting on that show and he played the principal. He did it when he was the principal too. And it just like the voice was so obnoxious after a certain point that like that took me out of the show.
Yeah.
And it just felt so fake. I hated the choice for the adults to double up as the teenagers. So
Yeah.
here you're at the big fun party
Hmm.
and you're thinking like you just had to set like a scene where they're at the school and they're playing the adults
Yeah.
and then boom they're dancing with the kids. 1 second I got confused. I was like, where are the teachers at the party? And then I realized that they were doubling up and I was like, oh. And I gotta say I felt a little uncomfortable seeing Carrie Butler. Like Carrie Butler, she's not like any performer. She's a huge Broadway star. Why was she playing an ensemble kid?
And I will say at first they were turned around, like the guy, he was like turned
Hmm.
around
Hmm.
to like not facing the audience. So I was like, all right, it's not that bad if you're not like facing me. But once he came to like the front of the stage,
Hmm.
I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
You know what? They do it sometimes in like big
Oh,
Broadway
sorry.
shows. It's okay. They do it sometimes in big Broadway shows, but this was too small of a theater to do
Yes,
something like that.
100%. Because you noticed right away. That was the first thing I noticed.
Hmm.
And it's
I
not
agree.
supposed to be like that.
Very first thing. Um, and there were some really good casting choices. I loved
Yeah.
Lorna Courtney as
Love.
Veronica. I was so impressed. And we both were nervous at first because we didn't
Yeah.
love her in Anne Juliet. Like, we'll be very honest. But I thought she, like, really became Veronica so well. And she found, like, a comedic side to Veronica that I felt like other
Yeah.
actresses haven't done in the past.
Oh, 100%.
Like, and
I
her facial expressions were so cool. Um, Obviously, we can't comment on Casey Likes because we didn't see Casey, but we loved his understudy, Devin.
Yeah, he was scary. His switch was actually really scary.
Hmm.
I was like, whoa, this is what toxic people do.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, he was terrifying at certain moments. But then there
Yeah.
were other moments that I was like, okay, I understand why Veronica wants to be with this guy because
Yeah.
like I feel like I would fold in his arms too at moments. Like,
Imagine someone being like, I'll kill the whole world for you. Okay.
okay, maybe not that line for me, but it's okay. If it works for you, it works for you.
No, he was really good. And their
Mhm.
chemistry was good. Um,
I loved Kurt and Ram.
loved. They were great together.
They had the best chemistry
They
as
really
a
did.
duo.
He's so funny.
So fun. In some ways, and okay, not that the characters are like us, but the whole buddy buddy thing just reminded me of us. Like, you don't go anywhere without the other one. Like, you know what I mean?
Like we look for each other in the crowds yesterday. We're not looking for anybody else. We're looking for each other. Like not
Yeah.
other people we went with.
No, no.
Never.
Every whole time we're like, where's Skylar? Where'd Michelle go? Where'd Michelle
I
go?
know. It's so funny to me because it's like all I heard was Skylar, Skylar. I'm like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, mom. I'm over here.
That's so true, though.
Yeah, literally.
Um, that is so true. Not even anyone else we were walking with.
No,
Um,
no, we didn't. We
no.
did it so many times where we were just like so worried about each other. We're like, oh, we went with other people. Like,
Yeah. And then also when we almost got separated, we were just like grabbing each other's cloaks, drag
yeah.
us around. But yeah, somehow I feel like Kurt and Ram remind me of us, even though they
So
shouldn't.
funny. They were so good. They were like
Mhm.
one of my favorite parts. Their little like ad libs in the corner when they weren't talking too was so funny.
So funny.
Like
I
so good.
I thought the two of them made the show. I gotta be honest. Like
I
in some ways
agree.
they stood out to me more than like the Heathers.
I agree
Like
100%.
um and also like I know you mentioned to me at the show that you weren't thrilled with the Heather Chandler understudy because we also did not see Mackenzie Kurtz.
Yeah, I just maybe I don't like the character. I don't know. I just feel like it's so one-dimensional kind of like, oh,
Hmm.
she's just a nasty person. But like
Hmm.
you could play nasty, but like underhanded nasty. Like you know what I mean? I would have liked to see that rather than her just like
Yeah.
constantly like yelling.
Well, and she also gets killed. So I wanted to feel a little sympathy for her die. Like I felt sympathy for Kurt and Ram, even though they
Oh
were bad
yeah,
people and they were gonna
100%.
like, get a little rapey. But like
Yeah,
I
just
felt
a little
sympathy
bit.
I felt sympathy for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Especially for Kurt at that moment when he's like climbing up the ladder and like JD's like,
yeah.
come down and like
Yeah. I agree completely.
so what are your scores for both categories?
Because yeah, I think a seven. I'm
For
feeling a
casting?
seven. Yeah, because the parents I didn't love. I didn't love um Heather Chandler.
Mm.
And I also
I
didn't love Martha. I wanted to love Martha.
Oh, I did not like Martha at all.
I wanted
We
to. She had an amazing voice. That got
see
me.
see I didn't like her voice. I thought her voice didn't sound Kindergarten Boyfriend has always been one of my favorite songs from the show. And it's always supposed to be a really, really big, impactful moment with where out of like it's like one of the first songs of the show that's not like a poppy vibe. It takes you, it's really a ballad, it takes you into this like intimate moment where she's contemplating something major. And like you're trying to
Yeah.
get into the mind of Martha, who's really the only like sane character in most of the show.
Yeah.
And I just felt like her voice did not have that wow factor and that big belt that I was expecting. It didn't sound impactful to me.
I don't know. I did love Lifeboat. She was
Lifeboat was
incredible.
incredible. Incredible.
Like
Elizabeth Teeter was
breathtaking.
phenomenal.
So I loved her, but there was still just some aspects of the casting. So I think I would give it a 7. I think that's a solid answer.
I agree with you on that. And for acting pacing, I'm between a 6 and a 7 because you
I
are
know, I was
right.
gonna say
That
6.
that Martha moment was so bad with the
Yeah, it
pacing.
was, right? Like
I
she
thought
would stand up, wait, and then start singing.
I
But
thought
also like
something went
maybe
bad.
she didn't act either. She kind of just stood there, and that's a part of it too. It's like you
Well
have an
then
empty moment, you gotta do something.
well then it makes me think just casting choices need to go lower.
Oh,
Part of me, I gotta be honest, part of me also wants to go a little lower casting choices because this was another show similar to Dolly Parton where they advertised that they were gonna have open calls online and then they didn't hire a single person through that.
that's
It was
crazy.
only like celebrity names again.
Didn't Dreamgirls just announce that they're gonna do the same thing?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I think so. We'll see.
I don't know. I'm so tempted to go to 6 for casting choices, but I feel like I can't just because
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
stay with
really loved Heather, what was it? Heather, that's McNamara, right? The
McNamara.
yellow. I loved her and I loved Veronica and JD.
Yeah. And we
Um,
loved Curtain Ram. Loved.
Loved Courtney Ram. Oh my God, they're my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with their scores. But I do think this in a way takes us into directing.
Yeah.
Like if that was a directing choice, that giant pause in the middle of Kindergarten Boyfriend,
Yeah, that's weird.
that's the worst directing choice I've seen in a while.
Right?
Um, because it was bad.
What do you think the meaning behind it would have been? To make it more impactful? Like, I don't know.
It wasn't impactful at all. It just like
Right?
broke up. It actually broke up the moment and
Yeah.
ruined the moment a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
Um,
Because we looked at each other
yeah.
too.
Also, it's the director who made the choice to have the adults as the kids,
Yeah. Weird.
which I don't think was needed. And honestly, to be honest, like hire more kids.
Yeah.
Like hire like 2 or 3 more people, or like have the swings come on for that scene, like that one scene or something. Like it bothered me so much.
Yeah.
I thought the way that like Dead Girl Walking was directed, I thought that was great, that number.
Oh, incredible.
Um, I thought that I thought Beautiful was directed great and very interactive with the audience, which I liked.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it was a fun choice to have Miss Fleming talk directly to the audience. Also, I felt like some of the big moments of the show were way more underwhelming than they should have been.
Hmm.
Like, even Candy Store, I found that really underwhelming.
Right? I didn't know if it was just me because like we hear it so often, maybe.
hmm
It was definitely
Like,
like I wasn't wowed.
yeah, like I kind of didn't understand why these girls, like, what was the big deal with them? Like,
And if I feel like the timing of that song is weird too.
it is weird. And also, like, it's really early. And also, like, I didn't understand, like, I didn't like Heather Dukes. Like the directed choices that were made with her character because like she just went from like 0 to 100 like this like
Right? There was
out of
no
nowhere,
development at all.
none. I think directing like I feel really bad. I kind of want to give directing a 5.
Oh my God, I was gonna say the same thing.
Really?
Because it was some choices were great. Like I think they did a great job with Veronica and JD, but then like those little characters, they kind of failed to develop.
Obviously, Veronica and JD are the main characters, but it's really an ensemble show because like
Yeah,
even
definitely.
even like every single one of those members, they all have their own songs. Kurt and Ram have a song. Uh, all 3 Heathers have their own solo.
Hmm.
Miss Fleming has a solo. Like it's actually in some ways more of an ensemble show.
Yeah, you're right. And it feels like
Um,
they kind of skimped out on it.
exactly. And then so the last two categories, not characters, the last two categories are choreography and book. I do like the book a lot, and I think the
Yeah.
book stayed true to the original book of the original show when it was created.
Yeah,
Obviously this is a revival. So like for me, the book, like I don't even feel the need to talk about it much. Like for me, it's a 10. Like I still think the story's really intriguing and it's like just a fun show to go see.
I agree. I don't have any issues with it. I think it's still really funny and still like,
Hmm.
but at the same time, it makes you really like wonder about things.
Yeah. And I think for me, the choreography was fun. Nothing really was like wow though.
No, it wasn't. I was kind of annoyed that they added the TikTok thing in. I don't know.
What TikTok
Like,
thing?
dun, 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 with the hand, the dance.
Oh, that's a TikTok thing?
Dang, dang, diggity, dang, dang.
Oh, that's from TikTok? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah. That was the one thing I,
That's like a little unoriginal.
right?
That makes me want to give it a 7.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't like, wow, I would agree with a 7.
Okay, well, that's all our categories already. So it is the time of day where you yap while I
Oh my
score.
gosh. What should I yap about?
I think you should yap about our stage door experience.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay, so we decided to stage door. It was a Sunday. It was pretty calm, but there was this one girl who at first we didn't realize was yelling. We're like, where is that coming from? And it was coming from right in front of us, but we moved. Um, every time an actor came out, she yelled something at them. So when the guy who plays Kurt came out, Kurt, right? Yeah, Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt
Um,
was first.
she pretended like she was JD telling him to get off the ladder. And to me, that was strange. And I think it made the actor very uncomfortable.
She
But then
screamed it.
it was very, we moved right away because we're like, wait, what? And then when Dean came out, she started freaking out, like freaking out. I was like, oh my God, you're so hot. And like all this, which was weird. Um, she thinking in your head like but why are we vocalizing weird stuff and sexualizing the actors? It was very, very uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. And I don't know, if I was one of the actors, I wouldn't want to stage door because of that, because you're trying to connect with people about the story and talk to them about why they love the show so much, and she's freaking out over not the right things. um, so that was weird. Just strange.
So another strange thing while we're on the topic of strange is I have our final scores, and we actually gave it the exact same score because
Really?
we had a 1 point difference between costumes and our set design scores, and we ended up balancing it out. So we
Oh,
actually have
that's
the same
cool.
score. We both have given the show a 7.87 out of 10.
That makes sense.
So really like a 7.9-ish if we
That
round,
makes
but
sense.
7.87 out of 10. Which it's interesting because we actually said to each other when we were waiting for the Stranger Things panel yesterday that we don't think it's a 10 out of 10. Like we thought it was gonna be closer to an 8. So
Yeah.
we were right.
Yeah, we were. Because the more we thought about it, like we loved it, but then when you start like breaking it down, I was like, oh, I didn't like this aspect. We still had a lot of fun. We still
Yeah.
recommend it. We still think everyone should go see it. But there was definitely some like little things that as theater people we kind of notice.
Yeah. And we may still go back. Like the two of us really would like to see Casey Likes as
Yeah.
JD.
Yeah, we want to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm happy we saw it finally. It was on our
Yeah.
bucket list.
Yeah.
So, and it was a nice day. We had a nice time.
Yeah, we accidentally wore yellow and red though. So that was a problem. It was such an
And
accident.
And given that we were sitting in front row, the whole cast thought we were dressed as the Heathers, and they all kept commenting on it at the stage door. And we were
So
like, oh,
we did not even mean to.
yeah,
It was
that
just
was a
really hot out and I was like, oh, I have this really pretty checkered yellow dress. Yeah, not a good idea, Skylar. Bad job.
mm-hmm. I agree. Okay. Like always, please follow us on social media at Love Letters to Be Way with one Y on TikTok and at Love Letters to Be Way with two Ys on Instagram. Why? Because one Y wasn't freaking available. And
Yep.
like always, for any business inquiries, you can reach us at lovelettersbroadway@gmail.com. Once again, it's at lovelettersbroadway@gmail.com. We could be reached pretty much 24/7. So reach out, people. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Um, Manifestations for this week.
Just something cool to note. We saw Aaron Tveit opt up in Roxanne 1 year ago today. Okay. Okay.
Very
Okay.
cool. Very
Very cool.
cool.
I don't know. I haven't even thought about next week. Um,
I think my manifestation, looking at our available dates, would be I hope we can win a lottery this week.
yeah.
I think we have, at least on my end, I have quite a few days we can enter. So you and me gotta chat about when we're both mutually free, but I would like to win a lottery this week. I would like to win Mamma Mia.
Me too. I want to see that bad.
And what else is out right now that we really want to see? Of course, I would never mind an Outsiders lottery win.
Yeah, definitely. My brain just went blank. Oh, I would love for us to purchase our tickets for Jack Wolf in Hadestown.
Yes, or win a lottery for that. I would like to enter that too. And also, Little Shop. I really want to see
Little
Thomas
Shop.
Doherty. Let's
Yeah.
manifest one of those four shows that we've just named this week.
Yeah. I would love Little Shop right now, spooky season.
And we've been having a spooky month. We've been doing all spooky shows.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting.
So, yeah, I think that's it for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in, like always.
It was a
Really
long
love
one. I hope
y'all.
you stuck with us.
I hope so too. I mean, listen, I think we're entertaining. I mean, if you guys don't, I'm sorry, but I like us.
I like us too.
Yeah, and that's what matters.
And we're in our confidence era, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye guys.
Bye.